So in this eye here, very obvious is the adrenals. Okay, you see the adrenals right here? It's the chronic side. In fact, it's the crypt. Crypt means that there's a lack of energy flow going in and lack of energy flow coming out. The energy flow going in is blood, and energy coming out is the lymph system moving waste. Okay, it's almost closed. Actually, it's closed. This will indicate why you would have nervous system issues. Okay, right here is the groin area, and you have another spot right there on the groin as well. Okay, so this also tells me the same thing, lack of energy flow going there as well. Very prominent the skin ring. You can see the skin ring around here. This indicates that you're not sweating properly, or the skin is not eliminating waste properly. This is often due to a poor thyroid, okay, and also due to a poor kidney as well. So right here is your adrenals, and the kidneys are right here, and you can see it's actually chronic, the chronic side. Okay, has a lot of lymph stagnation on it, which would explain the heavy skin ring as well. There's also a purple hue around the eye, different from the skin ring. That indicates it's cholesterol, high cholesterol. Now, this cholesterol indicates that the body is using cholesterol from the adrenals to bind to acids, metabolic waste, to protect itself. Okay, you can also see a purple hue in the actual pupil. Also indicates that it's high cholesterol, so potential eye issues here, right here. Here is the pituitary gland. You can see how chronic and dark it is. Okay, the pituitary gland is the gland that controls all the other glands, including the adrenals. Okay, and when that is down or weak, everything else is weak. Okay, right here is pineal as well. Pineal gland controls sleep and certain hormones as well. It's also to the subacute level. Okay, it needs to be detoxed. This dark line here goes right through the balancing section of the brain, or the epileptic center of the brain. Okay, so you really want to detox that. Right here is the mastoid and medulla. These are responsible for balance, equilibrium. Okay, right here again, it's equilibrium issues. So it's quite heavy lymph stagnation in this area, and it needs to be detoxed. And right here is the neck and shoulder region. You can see it's quite heavy. It's to the dark side. That's heavy lymph stagnation. Remember that when I say lymph stagnation, it means the lymph system is not moving properly, which means that it's not the cells in these areas or tissue in these areas are not eliminating metabolic waste properly, because the lymph system is stagnant. It's not moving properly due to poor kidneys, due to the wrong foods. The lymph system becomes stagnant. All that yellow you see, all that greenish yellow you see in your eye, that's lymph stagnation. It's a cloud-like look. Okay, indicates again that your lymph system is not moving properly. And when you see it dark like this, it indicates that there's a chronic issue, a subacute issue going over here, and it needs to be detoxed. Right here is the heart and heart region right here. You can see, even though there's a reflection, you can see how dark it is. There's a lymph stagnation in the heart level. Right here is the lung region, the lower and upper lung region. Heavy lymph stagnation as well. Right here is the ovaries. Okay, here are the ovaries, and you can see it's quite heavy lymph stagnation right here. It's darker than the rest. Right here is the vagina and uterus region. Okay, it has heavy lymph stagnation, to subacute level, to the chronic level. Right here, this mass here is a thyroid, and beside it is the parathyroid. Okay, the thyroid is responsible for metabolic rate, etc., and other functions, which explains why the skin ring is there as well. Remember, I said if a weak thyroid and weak kidneys, you have a thick skin ring, which you do. Okay, that dark color around the eye, it's a skin ring, indicates poor or weak skin elimination abilities. All this region right here is the upper middle lower back region and the spine, and you can see it has right here is the scapula, esophagus, and voice box region. Again, heavy lymph stagnation present. Right here is the eye. Okay, it's the eye region. You can see it's quite heavy lymph stagnation. All this here is the sinuses. The sinuses are congested with lymph as well. Okay, so heavy lymph stagnation. All this section right here is the hair and scalp region. Okay, you can see there's quite a bit of lymph stagnation there as well. Okay, what's very prominent about this eye here are the bowels. This section, the yellowish section right here, shows subacute lymph stagnation. Okay, and as you can see, ascending colon right here, the bowels are almost spastic or contracted. Okay, and in the transverse colon on top here is also the same, spastic, and the descending colon as well. So there's pressure on the bowels due to heavy lymph stagnation, also due to a weak parathyroid, because the parathyroid is what makes use of calcium. And when you have weak calcium levels, or you have weak tissue. Okay, so that needs to be fixed. There's something called radix solaris, fine lines leaching out of the pupil. This indicates toxic tunnels of waste leaching out from the gut area to other body parts and glands. Okay, and that needs to be detoxed. There's also a thin dark ring around the pupil. This indicates that you're malabsorbed. You're not absorbing nutrients properly. This is usually due to a blockage of mucoid plaque on the small intestines, so it cannot really absorb nutrients. That needs to be cleaned. Okay. There are nerve rings going around the eye. These are like rings like a tree of a trunk going around the eye. This indicates a weak nervous system. Okay, due to the adrenals. Again, remember I mentioned the adrenals. The brain section is thick with lymph stagnation. This would explain brain issues, brain function, neurological issues, heavy lymph stagnation in the brain. And remember, the radii solaris is actually leaching out into the brain. Okay, from the gut region. So that needs to be detoxed. The gut and the brain are kind of tied in together. Okay, from the solar plexus, etc. It's interconnected. In fact, the GI tract connects almost all the major organs. It starts from the tongue all the way down to the anus, and every single organ is attached to it. So that needs to be cleaned. Once the gut is not doing well, everything else starts to fail as well. Just like when the kidneys and adrenals are not working properly, everything else tends to fail. Okay, so a good detox do a well go on a 100% food diet. Okay, use herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. Use brain and nerve too to clean up the brain section here. Get the kidneys to filter, crucial. Fix the adrenals with adrenal glandular and an adrenal tincture plus an endocrine tincture. Doing all this, eyes will clear up nicely. Okay, to get much lighter. You can see evidence of acidosis with the red blood vessels in the eye, in the sclera. This indicates high acidosis as well. So you need to alkalize the body by going 100% food diet and use the herbs.